Hi, my name is Claudine and I struggle with eczema. Whenever my eczema flares up, I get insecure about how I look. I get insecure about leaving the house because of how bad it gets. And hey guys, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my struggles with eczema. And it is something that I've never shared on camera, never really showing you this part of me that struggles with eczema on a daily basis, and what are my insecurities when it comes to eczema. I will link a channel in the description box because that channel, if I'm not mistaken, is Osmosis. It explains what eczema is and the difference between eczema and psoriasis, because sometimes people tend to mistaken because of how bad the eczema is and how large of an area the eczema is at. But for me, my eczema is considered atopic eczema and it is clinically diagnosed by the doctor. I did not do any particular test per se, but based on what I've been going through and based on how my skin condition is, when I went to the doctor, he said that it is definitely eczema. So yeah. So what is my condition like? I would say that it is quite severe because I have it on my neck, I have it on my hand, at the back of my knee, on my calf, and also on my thigh. And when it flares up, it gets really bad and it gets really red. So I found out that I had eczema when I was probably 17 or 18. I didn't realize that I had eczema when I was a kid. I used to have like rashes at the back of my knee and also on my neck when I was probably about 6 or 7 years old, but I did not know that it was eczema. Doctor said that it was rashes, so they gave me a cream and that's about it. So when I was 14 or 15, that's when I think it became worse. So when I was in Form 2, I was 14 at that time. I was in the afternoon session and we had to line up every day in the assembly point before we go to class. I remember my dad wrote a letter to say that I can't stand in the sun because of my rashes on my neck, and it was really bad at that time. So that was when I think my insecurities about my skin also started, because people will look at me and they will wonder, like, you know, what's wrong with her, what's wrong with her neck, you know, because it was either very red and or it became very dark, like the pigmentation of the skin. And ever since then, I've been struggling with it on and off. In the past, not so much. I did not take a lot of dairy products, but as you grow older, when I started to consume that more, I think it aggravated my eczema. So now, I'm still suffering from that. And if you can see, my hand is also very red. My neck is a little bit better. What are some of the things that I struggle with? The first thing is the skin issue itself. My hand and my neck is always itchy and it's always red whenever my eczema flares up. So there was a point where only a certain time the eczema will flare up, and other times it will be as if nothing is wrong with the skin. And sometimes my eczema gets the best of me because I tend to scratch. The second thing is my insecurities of how I feel about eczema and how it looks as well. I don't like looking at myself in the mirror whenever my eczema flares up, because it's not a sight that is pretty, and I never post anything on Instagram as well. And if you notice, I never spoke about my eczema or showed any pictures of my eczema because of that reason, that I'm very insecure about it. I've only shown products that I've used before or products that I was going to try, but some of those products did not necessarily work, and yeah, so one insecurity is that I don't like the sight of my skin, and I don't like going out whenever my eczema flares up, because I don't want people to look and ask, like, you know, what's wrong with your skin, are you okay, what's that, you know. It's not nice, and I don't blame them because maybe they don't know. But yeah, so that's how I feel. At the moment, I'm currently using some products, but because all the while I've been on steroid cream, and it's not something that you want to be on for long term because it will thin your skin. And in the past, doctors have advised me to take steroid tablets as well, but I never did because I knew that there were side effects to it, and I didn't want to become dependent. But I am actually very dependent on the steroid cream, because the first thing is that when you use a steroid cream, it definitely heals faster for me. It stops the itch, and it actually stops the redness, but in the long term it's not going to be good because it thins the layer of your skin. And what I realized from using steroid creams is that whenever I try to switch to something that does not have steroid, I'm not able to take it. I want immediate effect because I cannot take the sight of how bad my eczema is sometimes. So this is something that I'm also starting to let go slowly, to not be so dependent. And this is also something that I struggle with, because every time it itches, I just want to take that steroid cream and rub. But I've been using a product from this brand, but I'm not going to mention it now because I want to see if it works, and if it does, then I will definitely share that with you, because I'm also trying things that have been introduced to me. So I also noticed that when I wear long sleeve clothes, the type of material actually makes the hands itchy. I used to use long sleeve a lot because when I go out, I don't want people to see. I don't want people to comment on it. But yeah, I don't think that really helps because your skin needs a little bit of breather. If this video was helpful for you, or if you know somebody who has eczema and who is going through it, and who needs a friend to talk to, please share this video with them, because you know, it's always nice to know somebody that you can actually relate to. It's not a fun thing to have eczema. The other thing that I struggle with is the lifestyle change. To me, I feel that as I'm growing older, my lifestyle is also changing. Like the things that I like, the things that I want to eat, or the products that I use also makes a difference in aggravating my eczema. So in the past, I used to take a lot of milk, a lot of dairy products, but now I'm slowly cutting down to make sure that my eczema is under control. One thing I learned about eczema is that you can never be fully cured. You can never fully get rid of it because it is in your body. And you see now, I'm sitting here and it's itching so bad, but I just put my cream so I don't want to, you know, scratch it. The lifestyle, I think, is the most important thing to change. The products I use, such as soap for my body and also laundry detergent, I think that's important because you don't want to use something that's scented. Like in the past, I've actually used products that are heavily scented and it made my eczema worse. I know there are days that I want to use it. I want to just, you know, pamper myself and use like Imperial Leather body foam, but I know I can't. So what I do is that normally I just wait till, you know, my eczema is really under control before I use any of those. But I try to limit how much I use. So I will share the products that I use or the products that I take in my next video. And I will also let you know whether those products worked for me or whether it just made my eczema worse. So these are some of the struggles that I face with eczema and what I feel and what I go through. I'm still on this journey of making sure that my eczema is very much under control, because at this point in time as I'm making this video, it is actually not fully healed. I would say my skin is still sore, it is still red. I'm still using products that I hope will actually help. Non-steroid products, that's for sure. I'm trying not to be so dependent on it. So yeah, so these are just things that I use, and hopefully this video, when it comes to part 4, then you can see my progress from the day this video is uploaded until the last video, to let you know what my progress is and if it works. And then after the 4th part of the video is done, hopefully I will be able to share with you more things on what are the diets when it comes to eczema, because yeah, I think if I had a video like this, it will definitely be helpful for me. So I'm just trying to record my progress and share my experience with you. So yeah, I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.